Our first inductee, George Bevilacqua. George served as the director of the Boston Crusaders from 1971 until 1980 and led the Corps through the crossroads in the organization's history. George was a champion for corps controlling their own destinies and helped to form Drum Corps International. He and 12 other directors from around the country looked to secede from the veterans organizations, who at that time were running and managing several factions of the competitive drum corps activity. Putting their fate in their own hands, these directors came together in 1971 to form an organization where they could set their own rules and manage their own affairs, and Drum Corps International was born. In doing so, however, the Crusaders lost their sponsorship with the veteran groups, the VFW and the American Legion. And just a year later, the Corps faced more adversity when its rehearsal hall burned down. In that fire, they lost not only their rehearsal facilities, but also their truck and all equipment. Don Pessione, the former executive director of DCI, said, "During this time period, George kept the Crusaders from bankruptcy by personally funding much of the operations of the Corps, by purchasing new horns, new uniforms, and other equipment as it was needed. Not willing to accept 'no, you can't' as an option, George kept finding ways to keep the Corps alive and running, and, as you all know, on the field today." Among his other contributions to the Drum Corps activity, George was an outspoken proponent in the creation of Drum Corps International's associate membership, which provided recognition and performance opportunities for corps not among the top 12 competitively. He also worked to add Class A Corps competitions to the schedule of the DCI World Championship events.
I'd like to say at this time, if you bear with me, I've been waiting 40 years to give this speech, and it's going to be a little bit different. I know I'm supposed to get up and say some things about what I've done, but if you don't mind, seeing this is the 40th anniversary of DCI, in 1971 when we met here in Indianapolis, none of the 13 members could have possibly imagined that it would come to this today. I feel bad that I think half the members passed away. I know there's only 6 or 7 of us left. So in my presentation tonight, I would like to honor those individuals, because people competing tonight, they weren't even born 40 years ago, all right? And they don't know who these people were. Some of them are here, right here amongst us. And without their time and devotion to this activity, we all wouldn't be here tonight.
Actually,